Next day, good day, doctor. Dr. Jen replied, Ah, Kate, you made it. I'm so glad you're here. How are you faring and how was your night? I replied, Both okay, I guess. Well, that's good to hear. Coffee? Dr. Jen asked. I replied, No, thank you, I'm good. Okay, then shall we continue? Dr. Jen asked. I replied, Yes. Sitting on the reclined chair. Doctor, so tell me what effect your conscience had on you. Okay, I replied. I withdrew from people, including family and friends. I pushed people away no matter how hard they tried to come close. I barely went to my boutiques anymore, and my sales girls were having a blast with my money, but all that didn't matter to me. I faced torment, real psychological torture. Forgive me for not asking. I think I skipped it. But what about your mother-in-law? I remembered you said you two weren't best of friends. Dr. Jen asked. I replied, My mother-in-law? This might sound strange, but I killed her. What? Dr. Jen asked in shock. I replied, That one was a real accident. Believe me, why? What happened? Dr. Jen asked. My mother-in-law found it really hard to accept the fact that her only child was dead. She cried every day because he was the only one she had left. Mourning and being in misery didn't stop her from taunting me, though. Even in tears, she reminded me of my childlessness. Her, crying. God, why me? My only child, the only one I have left in this world. Desmond. How could you leave me with nothing, not even half a grandchild? Well, I avoided her after the burial, and so did she, but a week later, on one fateful morning, she barged into my home calling me a murderer. Witch! You killed my son, she said. Me, trying to hide the shock. Mama. Good morning, she replied. Don't greet me, you witch. I know what you did. You killed my son. Me, pretending. Mama, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't tell me that. I saw him in my dreams last night and he kept mentioning your name, she said. Me, walking away. Mama, that's ridiculous. I didn't kill my husband. She replied, Tell that to the elders. Immediately I leave here, am going back to the village, and also get ready for the police. Just then my heart started skipping and missing beats. I was terrified. I had never been scared of that woman until that day, and to worsen it all, my conscience picked that moment to taunt me. Voice, why don't you just tell her the truth and explain everything to her? She'll understand. The truth shall set you free. Other voice, you killed her son. Tell her the truth and you're good as dead. You can't let her just barge in here and blackmail you. Show her who's boss. After all she's ever done is make your life miserable. At that point, my head was already spinning. The voices in my head and the noise she made was just too much for my miserable mind to handle. Kate, when I'm done with you, you'll know who I am, my mother-in-law said. She took her bag and was heading for the door when I threw my mug against the door. It broke into 1,000 pieces. Sit down now, I said. Looking at her, I knew she was scared and confused. Kate, what is the meaning of this? What is wrong with you? She said. I replied, I said sit. She humbly sat down and was quiet. Then I said, I am sick and tired of you, old woman. What do you want from me? Ever since I got married to your son, it has been hell from you, and as if that wasn't enough, your son showed me hell too. Liar, she said. Me, breaking a vase. Shut up! You don't come into my house, make my life pathetic, threaten me, and also call me a liar. Your bloody son was an animal, a heartless woman-beater. Well, it isn't a thing of wonder where he got his wickedness from. You see, your son beat me every night, bending to pick a sharp piece of broken glass, and it became so annoying, you know. And when I couldn't take it anymore, my dear mother-in-law. At that point, I was walking in circles around her, me, whispering into her ear. I killed him. I sent him to the other side. She replied, What? Hey! Ewo! My son, I replied. And now you know what I did. I can't have you alive telling everyone what you know, since you love your son so much. I turned to look at her, and what I saw made the glass drop out of my hand. She was on the floor with her hand on her chest, struggling for her life. I was confused and terrified. I didn't know what to do. I just stood there looking at her, and about a minute later, she passed out. I rushed her to the hospital, and after hours of waiting, the doctor broke the news of her death. She had a very high blood pressure, and the doctor confirmed she died of heart attack. I felt heavy, really heavy. Kate, what have you done? That question kept repeating itself in my head. So what did you do? Dr. Jen asked. I replied, I simply took her body back to the village, explained that she came to my house shouting and blaming me for my childlessness before passing away due to heart attack and high blood pressure. And they believed you? Dr. Jen asked. I replied, of course they believed me. They knew how much she hated me, so they knew she was capable of such, and I had a medical report to show. Those village people believe anything they can't read and understand, plus, they think you doctors know it all. I see. And how did her death affect you? Dr. Jen asked. I replied, I know I hate the woman, but I was stained. I had killed 2 people. For someone that couldn't even watch a dog die, it was heavy on me. I withdrew more into my shell, and that worsened things as I was slowly losing my mind. I kept hearing voices of which I wasn't sure if my conscience was playing mind games on me or not. At that point, I didn't want to be around anyone but family members. Doctor, remember when I told you I killed only 3 people? Dr. Jen replied, yes, I lied, I said.
I was perfectly okay alone, as I avoided everyone. I guess you can ignore the ones you love, but they can't. One afternoon, I was making myself something to eat when I saw the knife I used to stab my husband. At that point, I had serious flashbacks, and I became restless. Barely 2 minutes later, I heard my gate open, and then voices of people in my compound. They barged in without knocking. We're homie, they said. There were my 2 sisters, my 3 best friends, and my mom. What are you all doing here? I asked. My sister replied, it's nice to see you too. Kate, no greeting? My mom said. I replied, hi. What do you all want? My friend replied, babe, lighten up. We aren't strangers. Anyway, we're here for the weekend, my second friend said. And afterwards, Rose will stay to take care of you. You look so unkempt and tired, and you have certainly lost weight, Mom said. I replied, no thank you, I'm fine, and I'd like it if you all leave. They all paused to look at me. Girl, what's your problem? We're trying to be of help, my friend said. I replied, I don't need help. That's what you think. Anyway, guess what we brought? My friend said. She opened the bag and brought out her wine. They all started screaming, and the noise was unsettling for me. Guess what else? She said. She brought out hair curlers, makeup, and a very beautiful dress. What are all these for? I asked. She replied, to get you ready, silly. Ready for what? I asked. We're going clubbing this night, they said. My mom just laughed and possibly get laid, they said. My mom replied, and if you try that, and don't make me hold you back. Sorry, Mom, they said. Then I replied, hold up, no one is going clubbing, no one is getting laid, and certainly no one is staying here. My sister replied, sis, what's your problem? We're trying to help you out. You look nuts, and am sure you going nuts too. For goodness sake, you're really pretty and hot, and you're going to let it all fade in this house. There are guys out there that'll appreciate just a minute of your time, I replied. Be quiet. Then my mom said, it's okay, Rose. Girls, let's go. My sis replied, no way. I canceled a lot of things to be with you, and I'm not just going to go home. Rose is my last sister, a very stubborn young lady that always got what she wanted from everyone. But that day, it was a different case. She got something, but not the type she wanted. Friend said Rose, referring to my sis. That's enough. Let's go. Rose replied, is she the only widow in the world? We're trying to help you move on, and you're treating us like crap, as if it was Desmond. He wouldn't have moved on by now. I replied, Rose, get out. Rose, turning to walk away. You know what? Die here. Just kill yourself. Michibi acting like you killed your husband. She didn't know what she said. Absent-mindedly got to me. She shouldn't have said that because she woke up someone. I lost my mind at that moment, and the next thing I did was to smash her head with the wine bottle. Their screams brought me back to reality, and I realized what I had just done. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I said. As blood flowed from her head, I knew I had done it again. Mum, shouting and crying. Somebody call the ambulance. I just can't fully explain what I felt, and the feeling grew worse when I approached them and they ran away from me. My own mum ran away from me. They didn't even wait for the ambulance to arrive. They took her to the hospital in a cab out of fear. And how did that take a toll on you? Dr. Jen asked. I replied, I lost my mind. Doctor. Shocked, you lost your mind. I replied, yes. After they left, I stood there transfixed, not being able to move. I had entered a trance that was damaging my brain and mind. I sat on the floor, staring at the door, wishing what I did didn't happen. I sat there hoping they'd walk back in to make me up and take me clubbing, but no one came. I was hoping my mum would come back, even if it was to scold me, but she didn't come. Me, crying, I'm sorry. I crawled slowly to the blood-stained area and touched the blood not with my finger, but with my whole palm. Loud voice, murderer. I was so startled I almost ran. Who's there? Hello? I said, but there was no one in the house except me. I looked back at my bloody palm. Quiet voice, you've done it again. Loud voice, murderer. I didn't know if they were voices in my head or not because they were so close and audible. I ran into another room, but the voices were everywhere, multiplying till my head couldn't take it anymore. I ran everywhere, knocking down breakables. It felt like the walls were closing in on me and I couldn't stop it. Mum, confused. Kate, who are you screaming at? I was a bit startled. But when I saw my mum, I felt a little relaxed. I was about to go to her when I saw Desmond standing right behind her. It must have been an illusion due to an unsettled and unstable mind, Dr. Jen said. I replied, yes, I don't know. My mum noticed my change in countenance and asked if I was okay, but all I could do was point and stare. Mummy, help me. I need your help, I said. She walked closer to me, but I asked her to stay back because Desmond followed her. Then Mum asked, help you with what, baby? I replied, I can't live here anymore. Not like this. Then you can move back home, Mum said. I replied, I can't live here anymore, Mum. Please kill me. With the way her eyes widened, I knew she was shocked. Mum, how can you say that? Mum said. I broke down in tears again. No, I don't want to kill anyone again, I said. Mum replied, what are you talking about? If it's about Rose, she's alive and will be. At that moment, I couldn't see Desmond again. She's alive? I asked. Mum replied, yes, just a little crack in the skull. But she's going to be fine. I felt some relief and I let her hold me. I still need help, Mom, I said. Mum replied, don't worry, you'll get all the help you need. She made me food and put me to bed like a baby, and I felt at ease that night, but the next morning was a totally different one entirely. I woke up to the feeling that I was being watched, and when I opened my eyes, I was shocked and terrified to see 3 huge guys by my bedside. Who are you guys? What do you want? How did you get in here? I asked. They grabbed me immediately and tied me up. I tried to struggle, but I couldn't even move. They were all so strong and muscular in a way I would have liked if I was still normal. I screamed and called out for my mum, who was nowhere in sight. Guy, laughing and mockingly. Mummy's not here. She won't help you. Mummy sent us. Now shut up. Of course I couldn't shut up then. The questions flowed, and when they lifted me and headed for their minivan, I screamed, help! Somebody help me! I said. They threw me hard into the vehicle and drove off. I was already crying. Then I asked, where are you taking me? I can pay you. I have money. I can pay you. Why are you doing this? Will you shut up? The driver said. If you don't shut up, you'll have another problem to deal with, like removing a ball from your throat. The guy said. By the look of his face, I couldn't take chances, so I shut up. I sat down quietly in a bid not to upset them, but just as I had made that resolution, I saw Desmond sitting right across me, staring into my eyes. I went completely nuts to an extent I freaked the guys out. Luckily for them, I was tied. They believed I was truly mad because I was screaming and apologizing to someone that wasn't there. The driver even drove faster to get me to my destination quicker, but Desmond vanished just when we were almost there. And immediately he left, I was suddenly calm again. It freaked the guys out more, but they didn't talk, and neither did I until we arrived at my supposed destination. Just then, I realized what was going on. No, you can't bring me here, I said. As the gates opened up and the car drove in, I couldn't believe I was driven there. I couldn't believe I was driven right into a psychiatric hospital. As the car halted to a stop, the guys grabbed and dragged me out of the car. But I protested I wasn't mad. A&F, there was no way I was going to let them take me to a crazy people's hospital. Me, let go off me? I don't belong here. Please listen to me. I'm not mad. But they dragged me to the hospital door where the psychiatrist and a few nurses stood waiting for me. I started crying because I didn't want to be there, but just then I saw my mom and brother. I said, "Mummy, help me. I don't know these people and they dragged me here. Please tell them I'm fine. Tell them I'm not mad." With a sad look and teary eyes. "Take her in," Mum said. Like a flashback, I remembered one of the guys said, "Mummy won't help you. Mummy sent us." A feeling of rage took over. I was angry. I told her I needed help and she took me there. "You monster," I said. I bit one of the guys on the ear and broke free from their grip. I attempted running towards her, but I fell. I forgot I was tied up. Then I said, "I hate you. I hate you. I hate you." I was injected and taken away. "Mummy, why?" my brother asked. Mum, crying. "She needs help." I woke up in a familiar room with two of my siblings by my side. What happened? Why am I in Mum's house? What's happening? I asked. "Calm down, sis," my brother said. "Why was I taken there?" I asked. He replied, "You said you needed help, so you were taken there." "Why am I back here?" I asked. He replied, "They ran tests on you, and there's no trace of crazy in you. They recommended rehab instead." Me, "Oh." Just then, my mum entered. I closed my eyes so I couldn't see her. I didn't want to get upset and lose my mind, so I avoided her for a while. They searched for a rehab center here in Nigeria, but I chose to go outside the country instead. I needed new air, a new life, a new beginning. I was flown overseas. My trip outside the country made me realize that life happens no matter where you are. Rehab to me was simply an amazing place, a safe haven with zero worries and troubles. At first, I acted cold and annoying to the workers, but with time, they all became friends with me, mostly because I was odd and different, a black, and also Nigerian. I had sessions 5 days a week where I got to discuss whatever bothered me, but I never mentioned the murders. I mostly emphasized on the trauma I went through when I lost my husband. Had a swimming pool, massage rooms, a little movie room, and other stuff. My mind was so at rest that I forgot about everything for the moment. Less fear, less worries. Rehab does wonders, I tell you. "So, what was your relationship with other patients?" Dr. Jen asked. I replied, "Oh, they were simply wonderful, a little strange like myself, but real nice people, especially Desmond," a wide grin. Dr. Jen, confused. "Desmond?" Me, smiling and staring into space. "Yes, Desmond." "Okay, I'm lost. Which Desmond?" Dr. Jen asked. I replied, "One of the guys at rehab, a Nigerian as well. We were the only Nigerians there." "Oh, Desmond," smiling. Dr. Jen, writing. "Tell me about this Desmond of a guy." "Oh, Doc Desmond's story is a whole new one entirely," I said. "Well, we still have time." "Don't," Jen said. To be continued, episode 3 dropping tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Thank you.